Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out a clear self-adjusting foundation. As you gorgeous people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy, okay? Thank you. Oh, my little sugared orange cubes, how you doing today? I hope wherever you're at in the world, you're having a spectacular day so far. I myself am doing divine, and I'm really excited for this because maybe this could be the actual shade that I need. But this is by Color Beauty, and not only is it a self-adjusting foundation, it is also SPF 50. Like, damn. Even if this doesn't have coverage and is perfectly clear, I might use this because the last SPF that I used was by The Ordinary, and it turned my face fucking purple. Talk about utter rubbish. It'll definitely be in this month's best and worst of boutique. But we don't need to talk about that right now. I'm not exactly certain all the details on this though. I see that you can get this online at sheerscience.com. However, I bought mine off Amazon from the Color Beauty store, and you get the standard 1 ounce and it retails for $40. Oh damn, this better not fucking be see-through then. Let me quick look at the ratings. Currently it is 4 out of 5 stars. The 1-star review says this doesn't work, does not self-adjust to any kind of skin tone. I'm so orange after using this, even after following the directions step by step. Ooh, that's scary. The 3 stars say it's just okay. It has a very pilly texture to it and does not adjust to their skin. It's okay, but not great, very light. Then the 5 stars say it's light, it goes on very nice, feels super soft. It has an excellent color match. They love the SPF that it has. The description says this is a revolutionary liquid foundation that'll give you the perfect match every time for your unique skin tone, which is me. Although I did catch a few rays over the weekend, so I'm a little bit deeper than I normally am, but I ended up getting the shade light, which I think I'm still pretty light. It'll instantly self-adjust to your exact skin tone. Not only will you have a shade that fits you perfectly, but this will provide you with natural, flawless looking skin. And this is filled with a ton of silicone, so if you have a silicone allergy, stay the fuck away from this. And I don't believe this has titanium dioxide in it. They use zinc oxide, so I'm not sure that this would give you that weird white hue or any kind of like 90s flashback. I think so far the biggest negative with this is that it only comes in light and medium. Like, where's the deep? I don't know, maybe they adjust so much that even deep people could use the medium. No idea, but they say apply this liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure. Oh god, this is the bullshit that you have to reapply every 2 hours. Does anybody actually do that? Because I sure as tits don't. Give this a little shake. It does sound very liquidy. I have no idea what the best method of application with this is. Like, do I need a primer? Actually, I guess this brand does have a primer. I didn't know that and I didn't get it, but I did moisturize and exfoliate a little while ago, so I might go into this with no primer. With these ones that you have to reapply every couple hours, I'm always confused. Like, do you need a primer with this shit or don't you? So we'll put it on, and if it starts to look a little funny, we can wipe it off and start the fuck over with a primer. Or actually, why don't I just apply a primer to half my face? This is the Laura Mercier Gay Hydrating Primer. It smells like bubbles and old people. I don't know how much to even apply of this, so I'll just squirt a little bit on the back of my hand. Actually, let's see what this turns into once it hits skin. And we'll put it right on my crusty eczema right here. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. You got this. Oh. Ooh, oh, that is a nasty-ass texture. It's very liquid. It looks like milk of magnesia, but it also looks extremely separated. Let me first try blending it in. Oh my god! What the shit? It is legit turning colors before my very eyeballs. Oh god, it's also extremely orange. Oh, no naranja. We don't want orange on this channel, but otherwise it's actually pretty good. What the hell? I am shooketh and very confused. That was crazy. That was more magical than when I reviewed the Harry Potter collection. Okay, so once again, I'm gonna take one very liquidy squirt on the back of my hand. I'm gonna dip into it with the Hank & Henry Tasha brush. We'll scoop this up. Oh god, I need a mirror. And my loves, here we go. Oh god, it starts off very white. Gonna blend this around. Oh, it kind of smells very sunscreeny. Very, very sunscreeny. I feel like I'm on a cruise. I'm just gonna kind of stipple this in right in the small cheek area so that we can see if it does indeed have any coverage. Initially, it's very, very streaky. Maybe this would be better blended out with like a makeup puff. All right. But also, I can kind of see it starting to pill, so I think I might wipe this side off and not use any primer. Also, I'm really curious to see how it'll look on my little makeup thing. Oh my gosh, it actually has pigment. So weird. How the fuck do they do that? Okay, let's retry this with one of these little poof poofs. I do love the shit out of that brush, but sometimes you just have to work with different tools and see which works best. And once again, I'm greeted by that very, very strong fragrance of sunscreen. And I actually think it did look a little bit better with the brush. brush, it's almost like you need to rub it around to activate the pigment in it, because just tapping it in does kind of leave a little bit of a white hue. So let me try the brush again without the primer. We will figure this shit out, damn it. Oh my gosh, that is so fucking weird. It's literally changing in front of me. Like, do we see that? It's going white and then it's blending out, and really, that color is perfect for me. Okay, so with the brush, it activates the pigment, but it leaves it very, very streaky. So why don't I first go in with the brush, and then I can finish up by pressing it into the skin with a poof. Well, I'll be a fucking goat's testicle. That is almost perfectly my exact color. At least in person. I have no idea how it looks on camera. The finish of it is very, very cakey. And on my forehead, it looks really, really dry and almost kind of scaly, but also at the same time, it's very greasy. I don't know if you can see my forehead, but it just looks very, very, very drying and gross and weird, but the color is perfect. And truthfully, it is banging ass coverage. What the hell? However, I think once again, I'm gonna wipe this off and try it with a primer because my skin just does not look happy with this. And this is a very rare occurrence where something actually matches me, so I wanna get this shit to work. Let's wipe this off. Let's try this shit again with Benefit's Professional Hydrating Primer. I think this is silicone based. I'm not positive though, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, this time I'm just gonna go in with a clean, dry sponge. Oh, goodness, you're gonna see me applying this with my cat next. And here we go. Starts off very, very pale and light. I'll just bounce this shit in. Okay, ready for it to change colors anytime now. No. Why isn't it changing? Tray confused. Okay, so it definitely needs to be rubbed around. Like, you can't just pat this into place. It needs that friction to like blend up the pigments. So let's try this again with a brush, and I'm gonna kind of blend this around on this half of my face. Ah, look at that. It's cool. All right, blendy, blendy, streaky, streaky. And then now that it's distributed on my face, I'm gonna go in with a sponge again and just press it into place. What do you think? Can you tell a difference between the two sides? I think it's most obvious up here on my forehead. But before I continue, let's go ahead and bring up the matchometer. This is fucking spot on, at least in person. I have no idea what you're seeing, but what I'm seeing, it looks like a solid 10, baby. Like, wow. The coverage is a little bit finicky. I'm curious to know how it would look with the second layer if this is able to be built up, but with just this single layer, almost in like a BB cream style, I do think this is like a 9.5 or a 10. Let me apply one more little pump to this half and see if it is able to be built up, because really the coverage isn't too great right now. Like, it's okay, but I can still see my freckles and everything. And I want to see if we can get at least medium coverage out of this. Okay, so there it is, spread around with a brush, and then let's tap it into place. I actually think the sponge is soaking up quite a bit of the product, but on my skin at least, the brush alone really doesn't cut it. Like, it needs pressed into the skin. Otherwise, it really does look very, very dry and cakey and super smeared. And that is probably the most coverage that I'll get out of this. I would probably say this is maybe medium, but that color match is still spot fucking on. However, my forehead and other areas of my face look extremely dry. Even after using a hydrated primer, just around here and on my forehead, it just looks aged, but only at certain angles. If I look like this in my mirror, it looks like crust central on my forehead and on my face, but then straight on, it looks magnificent. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see all the crustiness on my forehead. Maybe I can kind of angle it a certain way, like right there, but this side of my face is perfectly smooth. Like, I do not see any crustiness at all. Maybe if I kind of put it in the shadow a little bit, fuck, I don't know. But then, like, I want to love it because that color match is so good, and on the rest of my face, it does look decent. So I'm kind of torn because finding my shade is extremely difficult for me, but also I don't want to look like a damn lizard. For the other side, I'm gonna take some on my finger and try to rub it around with my hands. Maybe it would be better applied like a moisturizer. I don't know. Oh, yes, that is so cool how it changes. I actually like this a lot more with the fingers. This is just one layer, so I didn't get quite as good of a coverage as I did with this side, but so far it looks way more natural. Oh, wait, now it's starting to dry down, and as I'm looking at certain angles, it's really streaky. It's very crusty. Oh, that is not cute. What do you think? How does it look on camera? I actually think on camera, it does look really good. Like, this is a product that I would use for filming, but probably not out in public. One wrong angle of the sun, and I'm gonna look like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. But if you do choose to get this, I do think the finger method is the best. I still can see a bit of redness around my skin, so I'm gonna go in with one more little layer here and there. And even rubbing it in with the fingers, it layers up fantastically. So if you don't have dryness or texture to your skin, I really really do think you'd like this. This actually is a foundation that I'd be fine reapplying every couple hours because it's so fucking easy. But it's also so confusing because at first, before it really dries down, it looks amazing, like beyond beautiful, like airbrush quality. But as it's drying down, I can actually see it starting to become really, really cakey and dry and kind of splotchy. So finish-wise, I don't necessarily love it, but I'm so fucking frustrated with never being able to find my correct shade that I'm almost willing to put up with looking dry and cakey just to be my correct color. Although now that I look in my monitor, he's a bit orange. I think I might be changing. Oh, honey, and that's getting very dry around my nose. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna put any other makeup on today just because if you're gonna be reapplying this every couple hours and using it as a sunscreen, most people aren't gonna be like contouring and highlighting and doing like a full glam look. So I think I'm just gonna chill with this. This is how she looks up close. Really, again, it does depend on the angle. Oh my God, that is so streaky right there. I don't know if you can see that, but when I look down, there's like an orange palm print right there. So maybe blending it out with your finger isn't the best option. I'm just very confused. Much like several of my exes, I go from loving it to hating it in the span of 30 seconds. Maybe I applied too much, maybe this is supposed to be super fucking sheer. However, when I did blend it out minimally on my forehead, it was really, really pilly and very splotchy, so I doubled up on it to try to fill those splotchy gaps, and now it's kind of cakey. And we tried it with 2 different primers, without a primer, with just a moisturizer. We tried it with our fingers, a sponge, a brush, a poof, and none of those methods really made it look that great. It just looks like there's makeup sitting on my skin. Again, I think on camera it does look really good, so make sure you turn the quality all the way up to 4K. I guarantee you the moment you do that, you're gonna be like, oh damn bitch, get it away. So yeah, definite snaps and props are deserved for ingenuity of this because that is crazy how it did kind of get my color, but I don't know if it's the primer that's turning me orange, if it's the actual product that's turning orange, or if I'm just crazy and it still does look really good. You'll have to let me know down in the comments below. And actually, since I am just gonna be roaming around the house today, why don't I apply a little bit of concealer to this side to see how they play with each other? Which I know this does look like an ass ton of concealer. You're right, it is. Ooh, those play together quite well though. It didn't really do anything for my dry scaly bits, but still, they look great. That concealer is a wee bit too light for me, but it's okay. We'll deal with it. Then let's quick give the under eye a little bit of a set. Actually, let's set all of this half my face because maybe that'll help get rid of the scaliness. I can't imagine how, but this is such a weird product. You never know, like anything is possible. Nope, that definitely did not do anything to help. So darlings, here we have it. I do still think both sides look extremely dry, but I want to see how they wear. Oh my God, this side's just like rubbing off. I really hope you can see exactly what I see. If I sound crazy, I promise you I am, but not when it comes to this. And it's also very odd how much lighter this side got after I powdered it. Like there is a clear difference right down the middle. Did we see that? Light concealer aside, like I didn't put any of that concealer up there, but still, look at the color difference. Wow. Yeah, so I'm gonna wear this for a little while. I will see you at the end of the day in just a second. All right, we are back. It's not the end of the day. It's literally only been maybe an hour, but I just took a peeky peek in the mirror and I don't love what I see. Let's get you zoomed in a little bit closer here. So I don't know if you can really tell. However, this is just missing almost everywhere except for where I put concealer. And where it isn't gone, it just looks so rough and cakey and dry. And on this side of my face, I don't really think there's much left around this area. Hold on, let me wipe some off. Yeah, there really isn't anything on there. I don't know where the fuck it went, but it's not on my face anymore. Oh God, my forehead just looks really, really nasty. Let's get even closer. Hopefully you can see that. Oh gosh. And it's not just my forehead. Like at this point, it's kind of dry and scaly on the rest of my face, especially around my nose area where I do tend to have dryness. So if you have basically textureless skin and you can't find your proper shade, but you'll need to reapply it every hour, you probably would like this. However, I probably wouldn't confidently wear this out in public. But like I said, if you do have smooth skin and you can figure out how to get this to work, you would love it. But I did try so many different application methods and techniques and I couldn't get it to work. However, does it transform to your color-ish? Yeah. No idea how they do that. It did kind of run on the orangey side. Don't know if that was the primer, but for a hot second there, it was totally a 10 out of 10. So I don't want to say this is a complete bust because I do think this is really innovative and it's very rare in the makeup world for anything to be new. I think it's really cool. I hope they come out with a different formula that doesn't really smell like sunscreen, isn't kind of on the greasy looking side, and doesn't pill on me, or at least doesn't give me alligator exfoliator skin. I'm totally gonna keep an eye on this brand. It's absolutely on my radar. Like, that's so cool. I will keep exfoliating my face. I'll give it another try later in the week. And if I can get it to work, I'll update you in my best and worst of Butete. But as of now, I don't love the finish. I don't love that it's kind of like a mood ring where it starts off as one color that matches me perfectly and then almost gets orangey. And I don't love that after like an hour it's disappeared. It's basically my father figure. But otherwise, kudos to Ingenuity. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. I love having you. And if you'd like to support me and my channel a little bit more, please feel free to join us over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/poplux. There you get videos a day early, you get Patreon only content, plus best part, it is cheap, fun, and fancy just like me. And like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.